Paul says, look, Romans 7 from verse 18. For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, if we haven't reckoned with that, we better reckon with it. Because there is no good flesh. Don't allow the man in the mirror to fool us. I know that in me, that is my flesh, nothing good dwells. For to will is present with me. That's the Spirit of God. That's the seed that is in the infested ground. To will is present with the seed, but how to perform what is good, I do not find. I'm struggling. And Paul didn't understand what was going on, you see. For the good that I want to do, in other words, the good that I want to do, I do not. But the evil that I will not to do, that is what I find myself practicing for years. For years. Now, pay attention to this. If I do what I will not to do, if I do what I really don't want to do, it is no longer I who would do it, but sin that lives where? Now that sin is not the act. Sin is a resident something that produces the act. S-I-N. Satan's image and nature. That is what lives in humanity. But the devil tells us we're good and we're better than that person over there. I'm not doing like that person over there. Well, okay. It's like this. The thing that fell by the wayside is still dry ground. But that's worse, we'll say, that's worse than the person who's have a little bit of earth and the thing take up some root, but it wasn't deep enough. See? So the person who have a little dirt and have the root that is not deep enough may think it's better than the person who is just dry ground by the roadside. And then the other one who has deeper root, but in the ground have all kind of thing choking the seed. They think, well, my root has more soil than that one over there. Yeah. And it's not like the wayside or the stony ground, but they're still unfruitful. They cannot bear fruit to the glory of God. Humanity in all its form cannot bear fruit to the glory of God. Even those who think they are good, when really they are bad, they cannot bear fruit to the glory of God. Paul says, when I see the struggle, I know there is something in me. That's why God has to cultivate my dry ground